Good evening, creatures. Auntie Menace here, with Book 4 of Ada Langworthy Collier's Lilith, 1885, in honor of Women's History Month. To that fair elf child other summers came, but Lilith walked, heart-hungered, filled with shame, not comforted, and in that shadow land she sorrowingly bore in aftertime a band of elfin babes that waked dim echoes long forgotten there and ghastly bursts of song. Then Lilith saddened more, for that she knew the curse was fallen now, and cried she through fast falling tears, O me, most desolate, that shall not know in any time the fate of happy mothers, nay, nor cool touch of baby hands, O longed for, loved so much. Alas, my babes, ere yet our old ye fly, outspreading shining wings with jeering cry, afar from me, most hapless I, from whom the crown of motherhood, yet white with bloom, falls blighted, close in these empty arms fain would I clasp my babes, my tender pain, but once could ye not solace? Nay, 'tis vain, I shall not kiss their lips, nor hear again, as gladder mothers now, low ringing sweet, the laughter children bring about their feet. O soulless ones, can ye not wait a while, till on your loveless lips I wake one smile? But Mary outlaughed the phantom crew. On shining pinions white, swift seaward flew, or upward rose, slow fading in the blue, or lured her trembling green morasses through, and 'mong the frothy waves they vanished fast, or shrieked with glee borne in the wintry blast, and wilder raised their warlock song, while fairer grew each day that elven throng. To pluck the mangoes brown, fair Lilith sped one morn. Quick throbbed her heart. On mossy bed lay all her babes. With faces like morning shone one there, and wide her yellow hair outblown as 'twere in play. Red flushed her cheeks, and deep about her lips the baby smiles. Asleep was one, white gleaming, pure as pearl unseen in sunless caves close shut, and one did lean against his fellow, lithe, sun-flushed and brown, with rings of jetty hair that low adown his bosom streamed, and one there was whose dream o'erflowed with laughter, and one did seem half waking, one with dimpled arms in sleep thrust elbow deep in moss, that sure did weep ere yet he slept, and on his cheek scarce dried the wilful tears. Then lo, pale Lilith cried, as new she drew down bending tender eyes, And are ye here, my babes, and will ye rise if I break your sleep? His naked feet, once faintly moved, as low she leant, and warm his slumberous breath stirred against her circling arm, and slow aneath his closed lids slipped a waft of wind that loosed a trickling tear. Its craft the mother heart forgot thereat. At last, close to my breast, my babe, she cried, and fast laughing outstretched her eager hands and strong, then lay with empty arms. The elfin throng breasted the pulsing air with mocking song. Alas, she cried, could ye not give one kiss, one tender clasp of hands? And must I miss your throbbing hearts or my cold barren breast, ye soulless ones that flout my lonely rest? There, prostrate, long lay Lilith, and there, late mid dewfall, Eblis found his stricken mate. O Eblis, say o'er me what curse hangs bare, for now no more, she said, this realm seems fair. Its fruits grow bitter, and all light falls chill. With thee, my prince, poor Lilith mates but ill. Earthborn, with angel linked, Alas, is left no joy to me, and of my sweet ones bereft. Methinks soft baby lips might erewhile drain from Lilith's famished heart its wildest pain. Wherefore, my Eblis, it were wise to seek surcease of grief, that Lilith is so weak, who wedded thee, and that she sinned, knew not yet, if we part mayhap follow naught of other ills. Sweet love, he laughed, or late thou art so timorous. At Eden's gate, not so, what time the angel barred her way. My Lilith stood. Shelter within my arms, O say, was not our young love sweet? Hath it grown cold? With me thou sharest endless life, nor old, nor shriveled shalt thou be, and not one trace of earth's decay, sure doom of thy sad race, shall taint thy babes. For lo, I give thy soulless ones immortal youth. They live without a pang, and yet methinks the cry of earth, adown with age's sound, when die its babes and mothers bend dumb lips above, and fold still hands that answered not their love. Lilith, does not indeed my love outweigh caresses missed from phantom babes, astray from Eden long, here in this fair domain to bide and through long cycles fearless reign? Methinks were joy. In summer sheen wide spreads thy land, the marge of islets green the palm trees skirt, soft shine the dusk lagoons, and inland mountains murk the jungle's glooms, and fair thy fertile plains. Oh, sweet the glow, when we together watch the day, that law among the winds lie still, shut lilies blow while here we wait. Come, for they fain would show their golden hearts, or love with me to float, were it not sweet through flowery bays remote, past coves and peaks, or pierce yon ocean's verge, and through wild tumbling waves our sails to urge. Yea, sweet is love, she said, and sweet to roam by listless currents lulled, or mid the foam low dip our feathery oars, she sighed. Yet sore is still the mother heart that hears no more the lisping tongues, and sad when baby smiles have left desolate, and baby's wiles shall cheer it never more. Yet, Eblis said, Lilith, no longer mourn, for I have read upon a scroll as samite glistening white, all coming fate, close hid from human sight. Great peoples yet shall dwell in these dusk lands, then shall thy children, shadowy bands that fly thy fond caress, with them abide in closest fellowship, and though they hide sometimes from human ken their better selves, still loved remain these tricksy elves. Though yet indeed some quips and pranks they play, 'tis but a jest men know, when far away the flickering marsh fires swift they light, and children follow their false tapers bright. Among the spongy bogs the ship-lad smiles, when distant mid the waves the phantom isles rise green. 'Tis but a harmlet jest that sets on lonely plains domes, mosques, and minarets, and o'er the desert sands mirage uplifts, when glimmering waves shine through deep rifts of crested palms. Still, dearer they when wide to undiscovered lands men boldly rise across new seas and turn their venturous prows, when tempests shriek and wet about their brows the salt spray dashes fierce, one watching cries, Good mates, no storm I fear, for yonder rise the elf-baids mid the foam. Yet goblin crew that sail these unknown seas, we follow you to harbor safe. Ho, ho, with beckoning hands wind-driven loud they cry, My mates, the lands, the golden lands we seek are ours. In earth's brown bosom pent the handy wight long in deep caverns dwell, and hard doth smite the rocky caves. nor sees the golden spoil, through weary days of wasted, lonely toil. From his wild eyes far flying hides the prize, till desperate, angered, worn, aloud he cries, Vain, vain, thy caves my labor answers not, nor yellow threads that gleam in any grot. Hard, cruel, silent hills my strength ye mock, and seal your treasures closely in flinty rock. So, after toilsome years, sweet wife, I bring to thee no sparkling love gift, nay, nor anything to cheer our failing time. Then round him hears he sturdy blows, and listening almost fears. He dreams, but swift the echoes rise, and still more loudly roll, and quick replies the hill. Reverberant through all the caverns round, the uproar swells and fills the world with sound. Then listens he once again with lusty shocks, your hammers ring against the hard-ribbed rocks. Goblins, he boldly shouts, smite, smite ye bring my treasure forth, dark-beating goblin wing, among the gleaming caves whose dusk veins hold the gold, at last, the ruddy gold. And lone, in stricken fields, the husbandman sits pale with anxious eyes that hopeless scan the burning sky. Hot lie the glimmering plain and uplands parched. Behold, the bending grain, fair in the springtide, now is dead and dry. The brooks, if yet the rainfall fails, we die of famine sore. No bleating lambs I hear in fold, safe shut, nor lowing kine, nor on the wold the whir of mounting bird, nor thrives about me any living thing. So seemeth end must be of striving. Since all the land is cursed, what matters if by famine scorched or thirst we die, he saith. And thick the warlocks swarm, above his head, wide-spreading dark wings warm, fast flitted by. The waiting fields he stands among, and laughing claps exultant hands. Good speed, ye, sprites that bring the welcome cloud, and pile the vapors thick, he shouts aloud. Oh, sweet shall bloom again the bending grain, and clothe afresh the wide, the wasted plain. The clouds sweep black. Ah, against my cheek the big drops fall. Merry the goblins shriek. Behold, they mount, they sink, they rise again. Friendly elves that bring the longed-for rain. Thereat he smiled, ceased, and when soft crept the listening stars across the sky, they slept, untroubled, 'neath the mango trees. But when midway the night was spent, Prince Eblis waking lay. Lilith's breathing 'mong the drooped leaves stirred, and he, sore troubled, mused on every word that Lilith spoke ere yet they slept, in all foreseeing much of ill that might befall their love. O queenly soul, of finer grain thou art than angels are, and more in brain than man I hold thee. Sooth, yet taints thee still one touch of womankind, and since so chill she finds her babes, must I forgo my vow? For one flaw hope's clear crystal break? Oh, how ally her cause with mine, so doth she long for human love. A baby's hand is strong to hurl my empire down. From her soft heart red, baby lips can drain revenge, and start unbidden tears, and pity wakes to life, when 'mong dead embers she sits lone and strife is done. Then, at regret's dull heels, low, fast, retrieving follow, happy days long past she will recall. If so far love she yearn, back to her early home once more she'll turn, pardoning her wilful lord, and he again shall win the woman I so love, and fain would hold forever. Lilith, thou one balm of my lost soul in all this world, shall calm my sufferings or love me any one save thee. when thou in Adam's arms forgettest me, my only love. Nay, then 'twere surely wise to shut these baby faces from her eyes, new seeds of wrath to sow, her hate so feed, that all her wrangling wounds afresh shall bleed. And in her ears, good Adam, I will cry, lest she forget Eden she lost thereby. Yea, Adam, I will laugh, till her red lips with guile overflow, and she shall curse him loud with subtlest wile, safe one. Then shall she ever be mine own, soul bound to me in hate, more terrible than death, in hate that long outlasts love's puny breath. O cunning craft that with the self-same blow forever wins my love and smites my foe. Last night, when Lilith slept, lest I might mar her dreams, from our green couch I rose, and far past silent. Know I not the spell that draws my feet unwilling Edenward. Its laws I may not brave to rend my foe, nor there the angel pass unseen. The night so fair, as prone among the glistening leaves I lay, on Adam shone, not sad, as on a day erstwhile he seems, and I could almost swear the sound of silvery laughter on the air fell soft, and a fleet footfall among the flowers scattered the dew. Yet mid those silent bowers naught else I heard or saw save rippling flow of waters and the moonshine white. O lo, speak, Eblis, lest aloud the night may tell thy secret to the stars. Yet it were well if lies the hidden cure for Lilith's woe, close shut in paradise. All would we know if we, close hid without the verdant walls, together watched what fate soe'er befalls. I care not if with me she hide. Down bent, he o'er her hair, thick with the night dew sprent, soft kissed it, crying, Love, the morn shines bright. Waken my Lilith now, through lands of night. Our happy course afar doth ever wend, past smiling shores where mighty rivers bend, past cove and cape and isle, the winding bay, and still blue mists that hang athwart the day. Thereat she rose, and joyously they sped by broad lagoons where musky odors shed new blooms. About them coiled long wreaths of vine, and slim lianas drooped, and marish lichens fine. And fared they on o'er many a slanting beach and mountain crest, past many an open reach and forest wild, till over paradise they saw the stars, clear, tending, loving, rise. Then 'neath the screen of those rose-girdled walls they hid without, listening among the waterfalls, or bird belated, twittering to its nest, so still the spot, the very grass to rest, seem hushed. The garden close, a clinging rose o'ercrept, its lustrous stem without that drooping swept, thick set with buds as tintless as the snows on sunlit hills when wild the north wind blows. Lilith a tiptoe stood, upreaching caught the swaying boughs, her eyes with longing fraught, close scanned her old deserted home. Then came upon her spirit sadness, as if blame unnuttered breath through these remembered glades, and touched the odors moist among murky shades. With wistful gaze she traced each bosky dell, each winding path, and sweet youth's memories fell about her. Then was she ware of Adam, slow, pacing the pleasance ways with ruddy glow. Fresh shone his cheeks and crisp his hair outblown by wanton winds, his lips were mirthful grown. Once he made pause hard by the coppice green that hid the watcher. Once the leafy screen so near he passed, From the overhanging edge he brushed a rose, the hindering hedge quick through. In sudden blessing slim white hand, fain had she reached, "O Eden mine, dear land," she sighed, and springing warm the tender tide of teardrops gemmed the roses at her side. So greets the weary wanderer once more his early home. The lintels worn, the door age-stained, the iris clumps in sheltered nook, the mill-wheel rotting o'er the shrunken brook, the sunny orchard sloping west, and far and cold above his mother's grave a star. Then quick unbidden tears, the heart's warm rain, o'erfloor his soul and leave it pure again. So Lilith backward turned to holier days, watching through the misty tears where trod those ways her feet in other times. Sudden and sweet came down those parts a glimpse of flying feet. A sound of girlish laughter smote the air. In jealous rage Lilith uprose to dare the guarding angel's wrath, but silver, clear, the mocking laugh of Eblis caught her ear. "Thou hast forgot," he said, "this peaceful land living thou canst not enter." But her hand grasped once the shining rose's strand, and 'neath her guileful touch, like scarlet flame, the snowy flowers burned. So first earth's shame around them set the spiked thorns. Long their pale Lilith looked, as coldly still and fair as carven stone. Then, with a fierce despair, a sense of utter loss, down bending there, with fingers hot she tore the hedge apart, and laid thereto her face. With sorer smart she gazed again, for now the twain at rest were laid. Pure as a dream, Eve's sinless breast, a babe close pressed. One pink foot, small and warm, among the leaves was hid. One dimpled arm, aneath her head. Low Eblis sneered, "I wot, in young Eve's arms my Lilith is forgot." "Oh, soon," he said, "these earthworms changeful turn. From the oped rose when red the shut buds burn." But wild eyes on the babe she fixed. "Oh, blind," she cried, "was I! Yea, if the wanton wind doth mock, I will not chide. Was it for this I wandered far and bartered Eden's bliss? For this have lost the very bloom of life?" So Adam comfort finds, not knowing strife. "Look you, that fragile thing at Adam's side. I heed her not, but Lilith is denied the treasure she so careless doth possess. See how the babe, scarce waking, doth caress the mother. Look, oh, hear the mother croon above her child. Oh, Eblis, love, I swoon. I shall not know such joy. Alas, to me no babe shall come. Accursed may she be, accursed Adam too. Thrice heavy on the head of this poor babe my wrong be visited." So trembling she broke off. "Fast fades the light, sweet love. Once more to our dark realm of night let us return," he said. As on they fared with merry jest, Eblin cheered the way. "Nay, otherwhiles mirth pleased," she said. "Knowest thou what name she bears who dwells in Eden now? When Lilith went, long tarried Adam lone." She said, replied he, "All to me is known, since that same hour you parted. What befell to thee as we wend onward I will tell." Calm, one morning in Eden streaked the skies with red, and flushed the waiting hills above the grassy bed, where Adam, joyless, saw new rise the sun, unwinding golden webs night vapors spun. Athwart low meads, slow, droning murmurs sent the waking bees, with bloom and fragrance bent. Unheeded poured her music, blithesome day, and reedy brooks beside in shallows gray. For lone to Adam seemed the place, and cold the landscape dumb, as one aneath the mould. For Lilith's sake no more was Eden fair. Bloomless the days and nights bowed down with care of pacing pathways dim. He saw the gleam of strange-faced flowers beside the purling stream, or toyed with circling waves, or plucked the grass, and watched through rifted trees the clouds o'erpass. Wide roaming, heard the waters idly break, far against the curving beach, and grieving spake, "O sweet with thee each hour, each wilding way, and sweet the memory of each gathered spray. Could you not wait, dear love, or come once more? Yea, till you come, vain doth great nature pour her richest gifts." He paused, and heard alone respondent fall the wood dove's plaintive moan, and the spent winds among the scented glades, moss couched beneath the glinting forest shades. He gazed, when shadows o'er the hills crept light, quick vanishing like phantom fingers white, until on mead and mere and sounding shore Eden found voice, sad plaining nevermore. Long time he pondered in blue peaks remote, when slow as stranded ships that listless float, moved by the sunset clouds, or white wrack swept o'er the garden walls. "Would I their track might take," he said. "Lilith, so long you stay, whom my soul follows sorrowing always." Thus ever mourned he, comfortless, that so in after days the master, in the glow of morning tide, the mother of the race, gave for his solacement. O fair the face young Eve bent o'er his sleep, ere down the glade that startled fawn leaps swift, her glance dismayed questions the hunter mute. Such eyes, so brown, so soft, so winning shy, that looked adown when Adam waked, like vagrant tendrils tossed dark hair about her brows, and quaintly crossed her hands upon her breast, less red the dart that deepest cleaves the folded rose's heart, than her round cheeks, not hers the regal air of Lilith lost, the white arms lissom, bare, the slender throat, the elbows dimpled deep, whereto might scarcely reach Eve's head. Yet soft as through some pleasant dream, the summer's spicy air stirs odorous among seaward gardens fair, in Southland hid, so gently Eve strayed away, to Adam's life unbidden came to stay forever there. Sure entrance then made she into that heart untenanted by thee. So to some olden house from whose shut doors one went erewhile, another comes, its floors all empty sees, the lowly threshold worn, the moss-grown roof, the casement left forlorn. Amid the shadows round him stands, missing the footsteps past to other lands, and whispers tenderly, "Since here no more the owner bides, what harm if on the floor I pass? Good chance it were the clambering vine about the porch with fingers deft to twine, to draw the curtains, ope the door, for who may know how soon these paths untended through he comes again with weary, way-worn feet, who made aforetime other days so sweet. Wherefore I enter now, for whose dear sake these vacant rooms white, fragrant, clean I make, and when world-wearied he returns, we twain perchance together bide, nor part again." So Eve found refuge, tender love the spell whereby she ruled. Peaceful the pair did dwell. Fast fled the happy years, till softly laid in her glad arms a babe, a winsome maid. He ended there. Between them silence deep fell as they journeyed, and the furthest steep they crossed that o'er their shadow world rose high. Then saw they level plains, their home anigh. And now, seeking her pleasance once again, they came to their own land, but all in vain his care. Silent she was, and oft did grieve, till Eblis wrathful cried, "Because this Eve Adam holds dear, art thou mourning? Dost thou yearn to mate his sordid soul, or wouldst thou turn from summer land to Eden walls? The man belike ne'er loved thee, so it is young Eve can his pulses sway, Is she not passing fair? Her fancy's wild, it is her daily care to bend beneath his ever-fickle will. Red-lipped and soft, she deftly rules him still, though he wist not. Yet sweeter Lilith's frown than archest smile she wears. Great soul, the crown thou sparest of fadeless life, for fleeting dreams in paradise, beside the winding streams, wilt thou resign such boon? Thou art, in sooth, of mould too firm for Adam's love. In truth a prince, though fallen, consorts best with thee. Say which were wise, with Eden's lord to be, or shining high the purer soul, the star that fadeless burns and Eblis lights afar? Were it not grand, through endless spaces hurled, with me to drive, above a shrinking world, our chariot wide? For I foresee when dawn dark days upon our foes, and hope is gone. Wherefore, my Lilith, now as seems thee good, make choice. Thereat she turning where she stood, with kisses hung about his neck, and smiled, crying, Thine, Eblis, thine, so were they reconciled.